Hi guys, how's it going? It has been one crazy week. It's been a lot of what is it called? A lot of like show announcements, movie announcements. It's been pretty intense. Um but we've survived. It's Wednesday. We're halfway there into the week. So, yeah. But thank you guys for joining in. Today, we're going to be talking about things about MEGACON, which is one of the biggest cons ever in South Florida. Well, in Florida in general. It's a con that I'm always looking forward to in March. And it's one of my ultimate favorites. So thanks for tuning in. I normally don't do lives on Wednesdays. I do them on Mondays with my adult podcasting, but I figured I'd set up a little prep for you guys. We can nerd out, talk about MegaCon, talk about the Kenobi show, or I'm talking about Kenobi because of the shirt that I'm wearing, but the MAUL show that is going to be airing very soon. And I'm very excited about that because MAUL's incredible. Sam Witwer has literally transformed that character into something else. But yeah, we're gonna talk into it. Hi Vicente, how are you? Hope you're having a great day. Hope it's not cold where you're at. Surviving. John. I'm gonna see you in within 48 hours, my friend. I will be seeing you. We're gonna be nerding out and having fun. He's like, Sam. Yeah, I know, Sam. So excited to see him. But yeah, like I said, guys, we're going to be talking about MegaCon. It's one of the biggest cons in Florida. And I'm very fortunate because I went from having a 4-hour drive to MegaCon to now I only live an hour and 50 minutes away. So it's pretty exciting. Vicente says, it's been horrible, but we managed to get in the 30s today. Oh man, I feel bad. And I'm complaining about it being in the 50s this weekend and you're in the 30s. No bueno. Not for me at all. But yeah, so I've been going to MegaCon now for about, I want to say 8 years. It's like I said, it's one of my favorite cons to go to here in Florida. And the cool thing about it is that normally before MegaCon used to be one of these type of cons that they would just only stick to one fandom. I actually love the fact now that within the past like 4 years, they've been like very diverse. They've been doing different cons or like different actors from different fandoms, doing a lot of anime, which I actually see that their anime has been increasingly getting a lot bigger. But let's just roll into the guests. Let's talk about the guests that they're going to be having this weekend, which is going to be insane. I don't know how the heck I'm going to manage to get all these damn autographs, but every year I tell myself it cannot be done, and it gets done. So let me do a screen share so you guys can see exactly what I'm looking at. Vicente says, yes, a lot of anime. Yeah, the fan expo stuff is insane. All right, let me share my screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Oh no, I didn't want to remove it. That goes to show you. There we go. Add to stage. All right. So as you guys can see, these are basically all the celebrities that are going to be joining in. You've got John Cena, which I think this was incredible, bringing in John Cena, especially since he just retired from WWE. Diego Luna, who had such an incredible year in Star Wars, and Andor was absolutely phenomenal. I love the fact that they're celebrating the 25-year anniversary of Lord of the Rings, which I found it very humorous that about a month and a half ago, we went to go check out this place in downtown West Palm. We ended up having a few cocktails at this Mexican bar, and my bartender, we were nerding out with him. Come to find out, he was a huge Lord of the Rings fan. And we ended up telling him, like, hey, have you ever been to MegaCon? He's like, no, never. We're like, you should go to Orlando. Lord of the Rings is having their 25-year anniversary there. Oh, sorry about that. She hears like the most minute noise and starts to freak out. Blanche. So yeah, as you can see, they've got Orlando Bloom, Liv Tyler. You've got Elijah Wood, Sean Austin. Now they're also doing a Mummy reunion, which is pretty insane as well. You've got Brendan Fraser. I'm pretty sure you've got, let me see, who else do they have from the Mummy? Like, guys, look at this. This list is insane. I'm just gonna go back. I'm not gonna go back and forth and look at this, but just go ahead. So yeah, it's got Brendan Fraser, Elijah Wood, Sean Austin, John Carpenter, who's a legendary director from Halloween. You've got Gillian Anderson from The X-Files, which she still looks absolutely incredible. Alec Baldwin, I know his brother, I think Stephen Baldwin is going to be there. Lena Headey, which was probably one of my favorite characters in Game of Thrones. She exuded Cersei's, like, just magical. You got Wyatt Russell from Thunderbolts and the Falcon and Winter Soldier, which is a show I still need to watch. You've got Carl Urban from The Boys, which that show just announced their final season, which I need to catch up on that as well. John Boyega, who actually had a birthday yesterday, met him. If you guys have not met him, it's definitely worth meeting. He was extremely nice and just very charismatic, and I just absolutely love the British accent. William Shatner, legend in Star Trek. Mr. T, like that. If you're a fan of the 80s and 90s, it's Mr. T. You've got John Rhys Davis. He's in Lord of the Rings and Indiana Jones. You've got, so see, like, this is what I love. They're getting everybody from every fandom. You've got Jodie Whittaker from Doctor Who, Helen Hunt. Like, that was just the most randomest person to add on to MegaCon, but they did it. You've got the other Hobbits, Dominic Monaghan. You've got Billy Boyd, Daphne Keane, who, trust me, I want to meet. And I was upset with myself that I totally forgot that when I was doing my plaque order, I didn't order a plaque for her for the Acolyte, especially since I already have Manny. You've got the man himself, Robert Patrick, which I was reading on the MegaCon Facebook group page. I'm hoping that he can actually get a flight because, you know, people are having extremely bad flights going on right now in Orlando. You've got Stephen Root from The Office. And trust me, if I had all the funds in the world, I would have done anything to have met Stephen Root. I literally would have brought him a red stapler. And if any of you guys ever seen Office Space, you know exactly what that means. You've got Daddy Giancarlo Esposito. Met him quite a few times. He's absolutely phenomenal. You've got the Oscar-winning K-pop Demon Hunters, which I think is so, like, just how the world works. You've got these girls who made such an amazing anime film. It was #1 on Netflix for quite some time, and they just won an Oscar for this movie. And now they're going to be at MegaCon. You've got Jake Colony, who was the most funniest, charismatic, shit-talking child I've ever seen on a TV show, and he nailed it. And one of my favorite things was that he had told his friends that when he was filming Stranger Things, he says that he was doing, I guess like a mayonnaise commercial. So, like, just the fact of him thinking that was quite funny. You've got Jonathan Frakes from Star Trek Next Generation. You got Gates McFadden, Brett Spinner. You've got Jennifer Beals, who was in Book of Boba Fett, which I wish that show would have been a lot better. Josh Holloway from Lost, Colin Donahue and Once Upon a Time. Cara Bono, the mom of all moms. Like, don't come knocking on her door and trying to take her child. She will put up a fight. You've got legendary Christopher Lambert from Highlander and Mortal Kombat. Henry Ian from Lost. Mike Coulter, who plays Luke Cage, which hopefully he's reprising his role. You've got the man himself, Frank Grillo, which I love that they put Marvel Cinematic Universe, DC Universe, and The Purge, because this guy has played so many damn characters in Marvel and in DC. And it's like, how are you going to balance that out? I absolutely love him in all his characters in DC. If you guys ever get a chance, watch Creature Commandos. That show is absolutely phenomenal. It is on HBO. And the first time I ever saw that, I thought to myself that we were watching a kid's cartoon show about DC. No, guys. The first 20 minutes into that show is all F-bombs, mayhem, and murder. I like it. Brick Creation says, lots of great starts this year. Nice variety. It is. And that's the one thing. I know like a lot of people in the fandom like to complain and say like, oh, there's not enough Star Wars. There's not enough this. I think honestly, they're just trying to expand the variety, because at some point, how much more Star Wars can you do? How much more anime can you do? You have to appease people that want to meet celebrities that they haven't met, or like that's in their bucket list. Like no one ever thought that Christopher Lambert was coming. You got Dean Norris from Breaking Bad. Freaking Ron Perlman, Hellboy, Sons of Anarchy is coming. Heather Graham from Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me, and Boogie Nights. Then, you know what? Let's add on top of this. We're going to do a Goonies and Lost Boys reunion. We're going to add Corey Feldman. We've got John Hannah from The Mummy, Lewis Porter from Harry Potter, John Noble from Lord of the Rings and Fringe. You got Patricia Velasquez from The Mummy. Ode Fier, like from The Mummy. This guy was the hottest thing when The Mummy first came out. I'm very sad that, you know, James Marster is going to be there for Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and it sucks that they got the boot from Hulu. And you can seriously see it in Sarah Michelle Gellar's face that she was just quite disappointed from it. But it is what it is. Bailey Madison. You've got the one and only Ashley Eckstein, which I'm excited to see her again. Always a proud moment to see her. And if you guys get a chance, I know I posted this on my Instagram page. There's a really sweet girl by the name of, let me pull it up. Yeah, there's a really sweet girl by the name of Ashla Stargazer. And she's been coordinating this for quite some time. She's doing an Ahsoka cosplay meetup. It's going to be Friday, March 20th at 4:15. It's going to be booth CZ515 Sabak 4 for charity. And I saw that Ashley reposted this, so I'm pretty sure Ashley's going to be there. So I'm excited about that one. Let's see what else. We've got Peggy the dog and Holly and Luke, the infamous dog from Deadpool. You've got the cast from Reno 911, Walter Known from Star Trek. You've got Catherine Bell from Good Witch and Jag, James Denton from Good Witch and Desperate Housewives. Now, this is where like my inner child kicks in. You have Hocus Pocus reunion. You've got Jason Marsden, Thora Birch. You've got Vanessa Shaw and Omri Katz. Like, how? That's just so amazing. You've got Mitch Pileggi from the X-Files, Supernatural, Sons of Anarchy, Stargate Atlantis, Dean Kundi from Halloween and Back to the Future. And here are the other guys for the Goonies. You got Robert Davi, Joe Pantalone, Martha Plimpton. And now look, you got more people from Battlestar Galactica. Alexandra Giuliani. You got Jameson Lunander from The Lost Boys. Nick Castle, legendary Nick Castle from Halloween. PJ Souls. You've got Tommy Lee Wallace. We've got Annabeth Gish from the X-Files. Nicholas Lee from the X-Files. Stephen Baldwin. You've got Matt Lanter. If you guys paid attention to MegaCon's announcement, Matt is not going to be able to make it there. I believe they said Thursday. He'll be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You've got Christian Borley, Joel Perez, Christina Albalado from Mean Girls, Lily Cooper from Wicked, Johnny Bosch from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Nick Gillard, which I just want to walk up to him and thank him for signing my plaque that one of my really good friends, Josiah, had gotten for me. And then you've got Zachary Levi from Shazam. Now you've got the anime voices. You've got Arden Cho and Ji Young Yo, Peter Cullen, Frank Welker, another K-pop demon hunter. I don't want to say her name and demolish it. Jim Cummings. I cannot wait to meet him. I want him to speak to me in Winnie the Pooh's voice, but reenacting Hondo. I'm going to try to make that happen. You got Ashley again, Christian Worrell. You've got the one and only Sam Witwer. Cannot wait to see him. I'm so happy he's signing my Darth Maul SHADOWLORD plaque. As soon as I saw that they made his announcement, had to do it. All right, let me go back. Yes, John, she does. She does quite amazing cosplays. A lot of them are Ahsoka, and I already told her, like, I can't wait to meet up with her. I want to talk to her a lot because I definitely want to start cosplaying Ahsoka. I have a bunch of Ahsoka cosplays. I just haven't had the courage to do it. And now that I actually picked up the latex Laku, it's going to happen. We're going to make this happen. Hi, Rex. Good evening, everyone. Nilda, hope you're doing good. I am just very tired. Yeah, have to file for bankruptcy. But you know what? It's things like this, like, you have to save up for them. And that's what I do. Like, I put money to the side and I save up for the things that I want. But yeah, you got Jason Marsden for a Goofy movie, Michael Bell for G.I. Joe, Transformers, and Darkwing Duck. The legend himself, James Arnold Taylor, who the man can literally do as like 40, 50 different voices. It's insane. I remember going to, what was it, Florida SuperCon, and they had the Clone Wars reunion, I think for the 13th anniversary. And James was just literally doing different voices. Got Stephen Root from King of the Hill. Like I said, Matt Lanter. We've got Jennifer Hale from X-Men 97. She also does play in Knights of the Old Republic. You got Alec Baldwin for Boss Baby. Ian James Corlett from Transformers Beast Wars. Catherine Tabor from Star Wars. She is Padme. I'm getting her plaque signed. Nika Futterman. Met her already. She's absolutely sweet. She's such an angel. I'm going to get a plaque signed for my friend for that. I'll just click something. I'm going back. Okay. Joel Perez from Hayabusa Boss, which I don't know what that is, but guess it'll be something more for kids. Lily Cooper, Christina Alabado, Elijah Wood for Happy Feet, Bob West from Barney, Brian Drummond from Sonic Prime, Allison Court from X-Men, Cal Dodd from X-Men, TC Carson. I'm finally excited that I'm going to be able to see this man. I have not been able to catch this guy in every con that I've ever attempted to go to, and he's finally coming. Zach Levy from Tangled. And then, you know, if you're an anime fan, this is everybody that they have for anime. I honestly wish, like I said, I wish I had all the money in the world because I would have had a plaque signed by all three characters from Death Note, like Brian Drummond, Brad Swaley, and then Alessandro Giuliani. But that's like, this is a sick, for me, this is a sick lineup for the variety aspect of it. They are going to be doing a Friday Anime After Dark cosplayers, so that's pretty cool. One of the things that I actually really do like is that they actually, let me see it, it's the schedule. So my buddy John and I, who's on the chat right now, we were talking about like what's the different scheduling that they've been doing. And for MegaCon, the scheduling wise panel, I'm super geeked out about this. I believe Friday is going to be Sam Witwer. I gotta look. Yeah, see, they have different types of panels, like different types of things to be able to do. They have a Hellboy cosplay meetup. Wish. Jedi meditation, how to play Savak, which eventually I'm going to want to learn how to do that. I believe they have like a lot of more stuff for this for kids. If I have time, I actually want to go to this 11 o'clock panel for James Marsters. They're going to be talking about Buffy. And I do have a question for him. Hopefully I'm able to ask. These are the photo ops. They're doing a Stranger Thing cosplay meetup. Gotta go check that one out. Yeah, see, I like that they do these like different scheduling things to do because it gives people more options to be able to do stuff. At 11:45, they're doing a Star Wars cosplay meetup. My buddy and I, Ricky, went to this, to the pro wrestling that they have upstairs. That was pretty cool. Ron Perlman photo op. Oh, these are the duo photo ops. Yeah, so they literally have everything scheduled here just so that you know what's going on. And one recommendation that I actually give you guys is please download the app because the app is usually more consistent than looking at whatever is on their board. If you're doing the photo ops, I think the best thing to do is go stand in line for it. Ugh. I'm gonna see how much this costs after we get off tonight, and I might do this one because this is probably my favorite speech of all time in Star Wars, and I definitely need a Maul versus Ahsoka photo op. If I can get the both of them in fight mode position, phenomenal. What else? I know they were doing one. I know I sent it to here. I know I sent it to friends of mine on our group chat. So let me send it. Let me look right now. What is it? John. There we go. All right. Since I already had done it. So for anybody who's going on Thursday, there we go. Thursday at 6 p.m. is the Star Wars Clone Wars game show style. Ashley hosts. It has James Arnold, Matt Lanter, Catherine Table, and Nika Futterman. But I think because Matt's not going to be there, it's going to be on just everyone else except for Matt. On Friday at 2 p.m., it's Sam Witwer's panel. So I'm going to be hauling ass for that one. On Saturday at 3:15, it's Diego Luna's panel, which I don't know how they're going to muster that because I have my photo op with him at 11:40. And I already have a friend of mine who's going to stand in line for me while I'm doing the photo op. So I can go do my photo op and run back so I can stay in line to be able to do all the signatures that I got for him. And then on Saturday at 3:45 is John Boyega's panel. So it's panel central. Ooh, Potteroid said, Gonk Gonk, I will be there on Saturday looking for meeting you. P.S. This is my first con ever. Holy crap. You're going to MegaCon on your first con? See, I can't talk crap because I took my hubby to MegaCon for the first time when we first started dating, and it was his first con ever. And I made the mistake of like telling him like, hey, we got to go here. We got to go there. We got to run everywhere. And he just wanted to absorb everything. So I'm telling you now, if you're going there, get there extremely early because if you're just going for one day, you're gonna have to be standing in line and you're gonna be running around and trying to figure things out. Like John says, it was my first con ever last year. You'll have a blast. Yeah, you're definitely gonna have a blast. It's just wild. That's a brave soul. It's a lot of fun. Yes, it's a lot of fun. We're extremely comfortable shoes because you're definitely gonna need it. I will say this. Get yourself one of those like poppable chairs. I was actually gonna pull it up right now. It's a pop-up chair that you can get on Amazon. I'm pretty sure you can, if you're going on Saturday, you can even get it at Walmart from what I see that is there, but I don't know if it's available for you to go and pick it up. But here, let me exit out of this MegaCon one, and I'm gonna show you guys the other, those chairs. 25,000 plus steps in one day for sure. Oh yeah. I'm actually going to give myself 75,000 steps I'm doing this weekend. Like it's going to be insane. All right, so I'm going to show you guys this. A lot of my friends I've seen rock these chairs at MegaCon or any convention that we've ever been, so I highly recommend these. You can get a good deal on them, $30. They're these poppable chairs that literally look like purses, and you can take them with you to cons, and they just pop up and you sit on them. My friend Lex let me borrow hers because we were in line literally for 2.5 hours for Steve Bloom. So Nerd Affiliated's in the house. Hi, Archer. Except this says, holy fuck, 75,000 steps. You better have comfortable shoes for sure. Oh, yeah, bro. I'm bringing 2 pairs of orthopedic sneakers. I've learned my lesson. Oh, it's like going to Epcot or any theme park. Okay. That was not expected. Yeah. It's like going to a theme park where you're waiting in line for hours. You're going to have a blast. Thank you. I have a blast all the time. And you know, the people that I'm actually going with this year, like I know for a fact we're going to have a blast. We're geeking out, and you know, it's going to be nice seeing my uncle as well. So yeah, it's going to be fun. I know a few of you have asked me like online, like whose signatures I'm getting. So I figured I'd show you guys. So this is my plaque. Getting Diego Luna's signature. Pretty excited about that. This is my TC Carson plaque. I don't know why the lighting here sucks. There we go. My little TC Carson plaque for Mace Windu. My Catherine Tabor plaque. And I know people always ask me, where do you get your plaques from? And he finally gave me business cards. So if you guys ever want to get these metal plaques done, check out AM Custom Plaques. You can check out their Instagram page. I'm always constantly posting it. They do custom display plaques for props, collectibles, and more. So you definitely have to check his page out. I'm actually bringing a whole bunch of his cards so that when people ask me like, oh, where do you get your plaques from? I get them here. You need to somehow mount all of those on a wall like bricks. Nah, bro. Never. I have them in a $75 folder. It is fireproof and waterproof, and I have tested it. So it was worth $75. It is a very bulky folder. And what you do is, if you want to start collecting these, you go on Amazon and you buy in a bulk order the inserts for dollar bill collectibles, and you can get like 400 sheets for $25. And yeah, I knew that I was going to start collecting plaques, doing a lot of signatures, and I was trying to, I kept joking around for years saying that I was trying to be the largest Star Wars signature collector holder, which one day I hope I am, and try to get into the Guinness Book of World Records, but that's going to be a lot of funds. But that's why I invested on that $75 folder. Video proof of this testing? No, I don't have a video of it, but I'm willing to do one to test it. And I even will put it in my stories, the folder that I'm talking about. Like I said, it is fireproof and waterproof. John says he does awesome plaques and super quick turnaround. Yes, extremely awesome turnaround. This is going to be my Hondo plaque. Super excited about this one. Especially as Jim Cummings. It's Winnie the Pooh. I'm going to show you guys the creme afterwards. My buddy wanted me to get this for him. Nerd Squadron. My friend B-Wing wanted me to get this for her and her husband as well. My friend Batman wanted me to get him an Ashley plaque signed as well. Get his Darth Maul plaque signed. And then also his Nika Futterman plaque as well. And then thanks, Rolando. I appreciate you putting his link on the description on the chat. Yeah, any of you guys want custom plaques, make sure to send a message to Ariel. He always gives a good deal. Like I said, turnaround is quick. He'll make a custom plaque of whatever you want. Let him know that Nilda sent you. He'll definitely hook you up. My buddy Vicente wanted me to get his Cassian Andor in a test pilot Funko Pop sign. So I'm getting this sign for my buddy Vicente. He's in the chat as well. But this is the plaque that I'm super excited for. It's the point that I'm even polishing it up right now. So it doesn't have any dust whatsoever. But I'm going to have Sam Whitworth sign this MAUL SHADOWLORD plaque. The show hasn't even come out yet, and I'm getting him to sign this plaque. So I'm very excited about that. I will say this. Drink lots of water. Eat snacks before you go. Drink a lot of caffeine. For some reason, I don't know why, every time I do these conventions, I do not get hungry whatsoever, which is extremely bad, especially since I'm dieting. So I invested and bought a whole bunch of Quest bars, and I'm taking them with me, and they're all going to be in my book bag, like a little, my little snackies to keep me hungry. I know the people that I'm going with, John, Lex, Jedi Lex, the people, like I said, the people that I'm going with, we're going to be keeping each other in check. I already know, like, if you need water, I got you. If you need this, I got you. Like, we're such a tight-knit group of friends that I absolutely love how we are. So any questions that you guys have about, like, MegaCon, I'm down to answer them for you. So I'm like typing up what's the next topic of discussion. John, I will send you a picture later, bro. I've got so many boxes of Quest bars for MegaCon. I'm bringing like 2 per day. Probably gonna stop and get like beef jerky as well. And I have a feeling they might have the Red Bull reps there, so I hope it's true. Yeah, I can't have you all pass out on the floor from hunger or not being hydrated. Listen, from my interview that I did last year with Vanessa Marshall, she said it, like when you're at these cons, your mind may think that you're not hungry, but you got to eat. Like you definitely have to eat. So I'm filling up the book bag with snacks. My phone, I keep getting all these damn alerts on Instagram. What the heck is going on? Let's see. Oh, wow. Yeah. This is definitely something I definitely want to see. Okay. So if you guys follow ICC Nashville, they just announced that Carol De Silva, who I actually interviewed a while back, who plays Nabe, is actually going to be making her first U.S. appearance for ICC. So look at that, guys. Oh, I'm so happy for her. Okay. I'm going to send her a message later and congratulate her, and I'm pretty excited to see her in person. But yeah, let's talk about MAUL. Let me pull it up. I swear my dog's going crazy. She knows in her mind that it is her birthday tomorrow. So I think she's just like acting like a nut job. All right, guys. So yesterday, Star Wars released their last, I think this is going to be their last trailer for MAUL SHADOWLORD, which yesterday's trailer compared to the first trailer that we got of it literally looked like a horror film. It was insane. It looks extremely good, and I'm pretty excited for this. It's airing on April 6th. Dave Filoni is the creator. We've got Sam reprising his role as Maul. We've got Wagner Moura as Brander Lawson. Gideon as Devin, which is the little pink Twi'lek, which I'm hoping she goes from pink to red because she turned into a Sith. We've got Richard as Two Boots. Dennis Haybert, which is I forgot what's the insurance commercial. He's going to be Master Echo Diodaki. And Steve Bloom is coming back as Icarus. We've got Chris Dominantopoulos as Lottie. The beautiful Vanessa Marshall is going to be Rook Cass, which I'm excited. And we actually have the character Marek actually speaking on this show, which is going to be AJ Locasio. So this show is going to be taking place after the Clone Wars. And I guess Maul is plotting to build his criminal syndicate on a planet untouched by the Empire. And as you guys can see from the trailers, like, this shit looks insane. Archer says looks amazing. No, this show looks insane. There we go. It's the Allstate guy. But yeah, it looks incredible. I'm glad to see that we're getting more of Darth Maul. I think Sam has really transformed that character into something else. Because when we first got our first appearance of Maul, we got him on the Phantom Menace. He spoke 4 words. I think he was having a conversation with Palpatine. And after that, he never spoke. And like John said it, I wish I would have been able to see it, but he goes, getting to see the first Maul trailer was a highlight of my Star Wars celebration. The newest trailer is insane. Yeah. I had friends literally sending me videos of the trailer that you guys got to see at Celebration. And I remember reposting that on my Instagram page, getting flagged. My Instagram page got shut down for like 2 days. So I was able to see what you guys were sending me. I just could not comment. I could not post, nothing. And it literally said, because I violated the rights of Disney and posted something of theirs. It is what it is. Trailer looks fire. Yeah. Like, oh yeah. Yes, I did get locked up. It was hilarious. I had people messaging me like, why are you not speaking on Instagram anymore? I said, no, I got locked up. I was in jail. And I still screenshot that little thing that said that I was on timeout. It was so funny. But yeah, I had posted, it was like the first images released and then the video of Sam. And that was crazy because I got flagged on Instagram, but TikTok didn't take me down, which the two don't make sense. Rolando says F Instagram jail. Yeah, I know. So in the last trailer that we've got yesterday, we got to see that Maul was fighting Merrick, which is the picture that you guys see here. And then you also see that Devin was actually in a fight scene with MAUL and Merrick, which was great. And then this is the newest thing that is posting. Let me see if I can make this bigger. So yeah, look. They're fighting. The titles are revealed. All right. So on April 6th, we're going to get 2 episodes. It's going to be chapter 1 and chapter 2, The Dark Revenge and Sinister Schemes. Then on April 13th, we're going to get chapters 3 and 4, Whispers in the Unknown, which I'm hoping it's things out in the unknown region and they're coming. Pride and Vengeance, which I don't know. I feel like that's a MAUL thing. April 20th, we've got Inquisition, Night of the Hunted. April 27th, we've got Call to the Oblivion, The Creeping Fear. Then on May the 4th, we're going to get 2 episodes, which May the 4th, I think this year lands on a Monday, on a Sunday. Or yeah, I think it's a Sunday or a Monday. And it's chapters 9 and 10, Strange Allies, and the finale. And I'm wondering if the finale is going to end that is going to be leading straight into Rebels, where MAUL is going to be fighting Obi-Wan, and then that's his end. So we'll see. But yeah, this trailer was awesome. I would love to play it again, but I don't want to get flagged on YouTube and get taken down. So give me 1 second. What works on one app doesn't work on all of them. It's so weird. Yeah, dude, it's so weird. You know, it's funny. I was talking about this the other day with one of my coworkers, because she's trying to get like her beauty blog going on, and she's telling me that she's doing okay on Instagram, but doing terribly on TikTok. Now, before, I was doing amazing on Instagram, and then I don't know what happened. Instagram kind of took a pause, and then I changed my Instagram handle, I changed my TikTok handle and YouTube, and I made everything just one name, which is the same name I'm using now, which is Appetite for Collectibles. And as soon as that happened, the algorithm just got really bad on Instagram, but then I started blowing up on TikTok. I did one video on TikTok, and I went from having 2,700 followers to now I'm at 5,300. And it's just the algorithm. It's so weird. Like 1 minute you're good and the next minute you're bad. Says the last episode is on Julian's birthday. Oh, happy birthday, Julian. It's a Monday. Yeah, definitely taking off that Monday. YouTube jail isn't fun either. Oh yeah, YouTube jail is not fun. That is a jail I've never been in. And I'm knocking on wood that I'm never going to be in it. But yeah, that's everything that we got going on. I honestly am trying not to look at so many things online when it comes to MAUL SHADOWLORD. I'm trying to go into the show with no opinions, no theories, no spoiler alerts. Like, I already deleted my Reddit app. And yeah, I want to go into it very blindly. I want to enjoy the show. I'm still debating on, depending on like what time the show comes out, if I want to start doing like reactions and stuff like that, because I do have to work for a living and I get up very, very early in the morning. Vicente knows that because we'll be sending each other videos and memes. I want to, honestly, I want to. Like I said, I have to re-look again at what time the show is coming out, just to be able to determine what time I want to film and do reactions and stuff like that. because I want to start doing more stuff on YouTube, honestly. I just, like I said, guys, I apologize. I haven't been like super active, but I am active on Mondays with, our Kidult podcast, but we did take a break for 2 weeks. I got very busy at work, and then the following week, this Monday was Tony's daughter's birthday, so we're not taking that from him. Yeah, see, Andor killed me by staying up too late to watch. That's what happened. Andor killed me. I was staying up super late to watch that show, and then the next morning I was completely dragging ass at work. And I work in the medical field, so it's like with that type of career, like you have to be awake. I have to be fully alerted, and there's sometimes not enough caffeine that is going to be able to have me like that. But yeah, I'm going to try to do reactions, so I definitely will keep you guys posted. But yeah, MegaCon's going to be great. I'm going to be doing a lot of videos. I'll be showing vendors. I do want to give out big shout outs to a couple of vendors. If you guys get a chance to go to MegaCon, I definitely recommend checking out, like I said, go check out Ashla. She's going to be at booth CZ515. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I'm tagging them. Her Universe is having a booth. Definitely check them out. They're going to be having some MAUL merch. Support your local artists. One of my favorite artists, and I'm glad that he's local and I always get to see him at every con. His name is Rob Reap. He is going to be doing some MAUL artwork. He's going to be in Artist Alley AP347. So I highly recommend checking him out. If you're into horror, where is he? This is actually one of my favorite booths to check out. It's called Coffin Couture. He does a lot of like horror stuff. He is going to be at Artist Alley A as an apple 862. So I recommend checking him out as well. And then where is it? Hans Pins. She makes the cutest pins ever. She is also, I believe, going to be in the Artist Alley area. She's going to be in A as an apple 341. I'll be putting her in my story as well. You got to check out my friends at Bits and Buttons. They have an awesome family-oriented store here in South Florida. They're also going to be at MegaCon. They're going to be at booth 3105. Bull's Air is going to be there. You guys should definitely go and check them out. Where are they? They are going to be, let me see. Oh, they haven't even posted yet what booth they're at. So I'm going to have to ask them, and then I can repost that on my story. Gotta also check out my friends Slap Happy Toys. They have some really cool stuff too. They are going to be at, let me see, booth 6110. So if you're into toys and collectibles, go check them out as well. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing a lot of videos on toys, collectibles, merch, trying to do some interactions with guests, maybe do some like questionnaires. I am surprised that I'm doing a surprise little baggies. I've made 10 of them. I'm actually going to be bagging them up after we're done. They're going to have stickers, cool like vintage Star Wars trading cards, and just like overall little fun, cute stuff to just pass around at the con, just to be appreciative of people that are in the convention. Same thing with the AM custom plaques. I will be doing cosplay videos for the first 2 nights, the nights that I'm there on Friday and Saturday. And I'll also do like videos of what we do after hours of MegaCon. And then I did promise my lovely husband that on my way back home, I am going to stop at White Castle and get him like the biggest box of little burgers. So that's my last thing to do. And if I have time, which I will make time, I'm going to stop at Disney Springs and I'm going to see what stuff they have. And if it's some pretty cool stuff, I'm going to buy it. So, friends, I truly appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. I know that General Kenobi's bunker is going to be going live Wednesday at 8:30 Central Time. He's going to be talking with the Man Collects on the High Ground Live. So you guys should definitely go check out Jose. I can't wait to see him at SpaceCon. That's actually one con that I'm excited about going to in Texas. And yeah, and like hanging out with some of my friends from over there. Jose and I have been friends for many years. And hopefully I get around to like checking my calendar and schedule and maybe going up to New York and hanging out with Archer from Nerd Affiliated, and we can go check out the Ghostbusters fire station. So I'm excited for that too. But yeah, if any of you guys are heading over to MegaCon, like I said, it's gonna be a wild weekend. If you see me, just come up and say hi. Usually I'm really good if you tell me what your Instagram handle is. That's how I'll be able to remember you. But then tell me your name, and trust me, I'll never forget it. And like I said, if you come up to me and I still have my little baggies that I'm going to be passing them around, just make sure to come and say hi and I'll give you a little bag. John says, see you Friday morning. Yeah, see you early Friday morning, my friend. I think I'm going to be getting up at like 4:30 to like shower, get dressed, just double check that I have everything, walk my dog, and then head out. Jose is a good guy. Great channel as well. Yes. Kenobi's bunker is the best. I will say hi if I see you for sure. Yeah, come and see me. Archer says, don't be weird. What do you mean, dude? We're all weird. This is just a different type of weird. Yes, go subscribe to Nerd Affiliated. He is the most honest reaction person ever, and he is my Jendi Tarnowski's Clone Wars twin. Like, I've never met two other people in my whole entire life that absolutely love Clone Wars from Jendi, the micro 2Ds. So yeah, it's pretty geeky. Archer's like 4:30. Yeah, dude. 4:30, because then it takes me an hour and everything to get ready. So I'll be done at 5:30. I have to stop at the gas station, which is right around the corner from my house. Load up on fuel. I got to stop at Starbucks. Go get coffee. I got to make sure I have all my cash. And then I got to get on the highway. So, and then I'm probably going to stop, refresh myself. And then when I get to the area, it'll be in time, find parking, or I might just leave my car at my hotel and then just Uber from, what is it called? From my hotel to MegaCon and go there. Just wait in line. MegaCon starts at 10. And I want to get my tickets. I think I got to get Jedi Lexus tickets too, if they allow me to. And then I got to meet up with my buddy John. So that's why I got to get up at 4:30 in the morning. I could take you to the Mormon temple. No. I don't think the Mormon people want me. We have good taste. Yes, we do. We have extremely good taste when it comes to the Clone Wars 2D micro. But yeah, again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Be on the lookout. I'll be doing a lot of photos. And I don't know, man. I have 5 different shirts that I want to wear for my Diego Luna photo op that I don't know what to do. I have one of just him as Cassian in like a heart shape. Then I have one as him as Cassian with K2SO. Then I have one that is just Rogue One. I have a t-shirt of his from Narcos because in all honestly, my main reason why I want to meet him is because I absolutely loved him in Narcos. And then now the fact that he's in Andor or was in Andor, it just makes me want to meet him more. The show was beautifully written. It hit very hard with a lot of things, especially with stuff that's going on in the world. And my other shirt that I really want to wear, but I just don't want anybody to make it like a big ordeal. I don't want any comments or anything political wise or anything, but I do have I have friends t-shirt that my friend B Wing had gifted me when I saw her at Rebel ScumCon. And I feel like that is the most appropriate shirt to wear, especially with him because he was in Andor. So I kind of want to wear that. So I don't know. I'm bringing a whole bunch. I know my friend John and I said that we were definitely going to make Friday an Ahsoka day. So I'm probably going to wear I have an Ahsoka MAUL t-shirt. I'm going to wear that. But I also have my Clone Wars jacket. It's like a jersey jacket from her universe. So I want to represent like her universe merch. And also because it's going to be cold. And I also have a Clone Wars backpack as well. So I think that's going to be the best thing to do right there. But yeah, I got to figure out what the hell I'm wearing. It's going to be a lot of t-shirts and jeans type of weekend. But he said, I'm more of a y tu mama también guy. Yes, he was in that. Love that. But yeah, I'm excited to meet Diego Luna. I have questions to ask, and I'm fortunate enough that I'm getting my signature for him. And friends of mine are trusting me to get their signatures for them as well, which I love doing that for my friends in the Star Wars community. And it also gives me an excuse to talk to him a little bit longer. And trust me, like I've had people ask me like, why did you pay that insane amount price to meet him for one day? And, I've said this before, and I had this conversation with my friend John, when he went to Star Wars Celebration, I 100% was going to Japan. And then my nephew died. And that was around the same time that Celebration was going on. And, my family comes first. And it was my nephew. My only nephew had passed away. And I sold all my tickets. I got reimbursement for a few things because I had to go back and forth with the people from the expo to be able to get my money back. And I sold a couple of like toys and collectibles. So never got to go to Star Wars Celebration in Japan and like get to experience that with everybody. But I also factor in stuff like, I'm paying the amount that I paid now to go meet him in Orlando, but it's also very cheaper for me. He's in the same state as I am. It's only an hour and a half away drive. You got to factor in that. I'm not paying for a flight. I'm not paying for a hotel stay just for him. I am paying for a hotel, but it's like, I have the luxury of driving back home, but instead I wanted to stay there the weekend because I didn't want to do the back and forth thing going to Orlando. But, I factor in that stuff when you have to think about the pricing that you're paying for people. And he is considered as an A-lister. So that, that's why the prices are that they are. But, it is what it is. Some of us can afford it and some of us can't. And, I try to, when I see cons like this, I always start putting money to the side because I want to be prepared for, what's to come. What can I afford? What can I not do? I already have a list of cons that I want to attend to this year. And I already have started putting folders aside for money for it. So not only that, but also the individual isn't paying for it, so they can't keep his opinion to themselves. Yeah. Hi, Jose. We were just talking about you. Yeah, guys. Kenobi's Bunker. He's going to be having a show soon. Like I said, guys, go check it out. He is going to be doing his show called The High Ground. He has it every Wednesday. He is going to be interviewing The Man Collects. So you guys definitely got to check that out. Yeah. And I can't wait to see you guys. And hopefully you guys had a good time nerding out with me for a little bit. And yeah, just stay tuned to my endless amount of posting. I do apologize ahead of time. I'll try to keep it as minimal as possible. But yeah, I'll be vlogging all different types of things for MegaCon. And I think moving forward, what I'm going to be doing is every time I'm going to go to a con, whether it's here in Florida, in other states, I am going to be doing prepping for those cons, acknowledging, talking about their guests and what I'm going to do, who I'm going to get, just so that it's just giving admiration to the cons. Because if it wasn't for these cons, we wouldn't have a safe place to be nerds and to be able to get out of our comfort zone and shells and be able to make friends with people that we never thought we could. Tell Diego we are all Claudia's fans. I will. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And by the way, before I log out, I just want to say, because I got the alert on my phone, thank you so much, guys. We hit 3,200 followers. I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm going to try to do more and more on YouTube. I know people had asked me, and I'm trying to do this before the show comes out. I am going to be doing a makeup tutorial on how I transformed myself into a female Darth Maul. So I'm going to be taking a couple days to be able to do that. But yeah, guys, thank you for being there with me. We've been on this incredible journey now for about 7 years. And it's just been fun. Appreciate everything you guys been doing. My dog says hi. Everybody, tomorrow, go wish her a happy birthday. She is turning 1. We've had her for 1 whole year, and she has just been the absolute angel and terror of our life. And when I say terror, it's because she's still in a puppy phase. But thanks, guys, again. Have a good night. And like how I always like to wrap things up, may the force be with you.